topic is very important to me. It's very, very important. Okay. So I I went through the whole system. I went through the whole educational system from kindergarten to the final university. Okay, I went through that. And I'm telling you right now, our education system is our weakest link. Yes, is our weakest link when it comes to, you know, advancement, especially in the whole of Africa. The problem is the education system. Okay, I'm going to tell you this. Okay, why I'm saying that. See, our education system, you know, let's leave the university years out. Let's start the 12 years from zero to to the final grade, the high school. Just that period. When I say is that people, they are wasting 12 years in school. You are wasting your 12 years in school just for nothing. They are not teaching you anything for 12 years. 12 years is a long time. 12 years is a long time for spend doing nothing. I'm telling you, like you are literally coming out at the end with nothing. And when I say nothing, I mean in the meaning of the word nothing. Like the only thing that you can do is just yep. Okay, just yapping. You're just yapping the whole time. You cannot do anything. You cannot do the necessary things for you even to to just maybe let's say to survive the basic things. Okay, you cannot do them. 12 years you spend doing something. Imagine going to, let's say, military for 12 years. You come, for at the end of these 12 years, you come out. You don't know how to shoot a gun. You don't know how to, defend yourself. You don't know how to fight. What were you doing? What were you really doing? Huh? What were you doing for 12 years? And when you come out at the end, you cannot do anything. You cannot produce a piece of clothes. You cannot produce food. You cannot, basic things. Medicine. You cannot even take care of yourself. Medicine. These are basic things. Okay? These are basic things. But somehow we are, we are we are so invested. We are programmed in our mind that this, going to school and, doing all these things, it's so important. But I'm telling you, I went through the whole system. There's nothing there. There's nothing. You come out at the end. So all the things you need is the reserve at the end. First, you need to go through the whole school system for you to even provide for yourself food, piece of clothes, medicine. These are basic things. Roof over your head, transportation. These are basic things. But somehow you are told, go through this whole thing. At the end, you will get a job. Huh? You are staking all these years just for you to get a job. And maybe, or even now is maybe get a job. And then, and then maybe, start doing providing for yourself, or now you are grown up enough for you to. And for me, I look at this system like this is some bulldog right here, some bulldog. That's what it is. I cannot stand that. I cannot stand for somebody to spend 12 years doing something, but at the end, you come out with nothing. You just wasted this whole period here to learn something, but we are literally convinced that you know at the end you are going to going to be, I don't know, going to be somebody. That's why we're not even producing anything. Literally, we're not producing anything. You produce, like, through education, you produce doctors, you produce nurses, you produce engineers, you produce all these people. But these people, for them to be useful, there must be certain things in place. There must be certain things in place. But these things are not there. For these things to be there, we have to look somewhere else. So we import them here. That's called, you import things, just basic things. Those knives that you cut, the one in hospitals. All the African countries, there is no country that can produce those things. We import all of them. We import all of those things. Even the basic things, even toothpicks, the things that you remove, we import those things. That's when now you look at the education system and say, like, it's been like most of the countries, they have been independent for like a long time now. Maybe most of them 30 years and above. That's a long time. That's a long time. No, we are still importing basic things. Food, medicine. These are necessities. Necessities. Okay? But somehow we are convinced, or we are, told, I don't know, lies. But we are stuck with these lies, man. So for that, I have this is a system that I've been, it's like something that I've been putting together. It's a completely different thing. Okay, it's a completely different thing from what we are doing right now. What we do right now is basically theoretical. Theory, you go to school, you study math, you study, you know, religion, all these things. You study homology. This what this thing, homology. You have natural science, you have physical science, you have all these things. These things are not even, you study like in natural science, you are studying the movement of water in the plant from the roots to the leaves. I don't know who cares about the water moving from the roots to the leaves. These are the things that are in the system, in our education system. But most of them are just useless. They are useless to every, to all the people who go through the system. I got a solution, man. I got a solution. So this education system that I'm proposing is going to focus on the necessities, of things. The people, they need water, they need food, they need transportation, they need housing. These are the things that are needed. They need, what is it? Maybe technology. We can live with technology, energy. So energy, they need energy, power, electricity, stuff like that. So this system is based almost is based on necessity. So we are building the foundation, and the foundation up. We are doing necessity first, foundation. So the system has 4 stages. We are only looking at the at the 12 years, 12 years where mostly the mind is fresh, you can pick up anything. The 12 years of school, 12 years, we don't want to waste that time doing theoretical, doing things that are not beneficial. These are the 4 stages. It's very practical. My system is very practical. 4 stages, and in every stage there's 3 levels. So mostly schoolers, everybody starts school with maybe 7 years old. 7. So stage 1, you'll be 7, 8, 9. So stage 1, it's basically, let me take an example of food production. We are going to look at fruits. So I've thought about this for a very long time now. It's going to be like it's not going to be a full time, like going to school from January to December. No, that's not going to work. It's going to be a project based school system, a project based educational system. Let me say a project, we are going to look at food production. Stage 1, maybe level 1, we are going to look at fruits production. So we are talking about the 7 years old here, 7 years old, 8, 9 years old. They are not putting a like a seed. Putting a seed in a soil is very easy. You don't have you don't have to even know math. Hello. Oh, my name is Perry Knight. That's my name. What's your name? Your name is like you mean brick something. What's going on? What's your name first? So I said we have different stages. Yeah, I know. My name is the best name in the world. Yeah. What? You Dual. What kind of name is that? I can't even read it. Oh, you have a YouTube channel. You know what? I'll go check your YouTube channel. Don't wait. I'll write your meme break. I'll go check it later. But now I'm in the middle of something. I'll go check it. Named Techno Games. Oh, okay. I'll go check it. I'll subscribe even. I'll subscribe. I'll subscribe. I'll go check it later. Then I'll subscribe. Techno Games for sure. So back to the system, right? Back to the system. Make sure you tap the screen. Tap the screen. Put the like there. Maybe more people will see this. We don't know. We have a problem, man. You have how many subs do you have? How many subs do you have? Tell us how many. I don't know if you guys can see me properly because yeah, maybe like this it's better, maybe, because the light is coming from this side and this side is like dark. Bro, go check later, man. Hold on now. Wait. Hold on. You said Techno. Let me check now. Techno Games. Oh, what that you have a lot of you are lying. Are you serious? Oh, hey everyone, this is Yuval here. Welcome to Techno. 47 million. That's a lot of stuff, man. What do you do, man? I won. Is this you? Like this is you? Squid Game. I won 1,000 in Squid Game. Is that you, serious? Eh? So you have two. I think you maybe two, because your name is different here. Okay, back to the system, man. Back to the system. We are going to talk about the system, and then we go to the as a little break right there. So we have 4 stages, right? We have 4 stages. So stage 1 is going to have 3 levels. So at the end of stage 1, every kid that goes through this system this is only food, the food side and fruits. This is fruits based, like this is the fruit production part. Fruit production. Every kid have to have 20 fruit trees planted to complete the stage. This is a new, a new system that's going to change. Because now, when you have like the it's basically exam based, like the one we actually do it, like the current system. It's mostly like people, at the end of the year, you write exam, you pass or fail. That's all. They don't really care what you like, you know, they don't really care like for the future. They're just doing what they can, like what they're at minimum best. That's all what they're doing. But now in this system, it's different. At the end, because it's going to be like a home based system. It's not a home, actually home. You are going to be on and off school. So you are going to be taught in school. You are going to execute the project now at home. So the project can be like fruit production. You have 20. You have like at the end, the final project, maybe let's say 100 plants. So it's going to be for sure. I'm Namibian. Namibian right here. Where are you from? Yeah, I am, bro. On Bruce, Bryce, or Bryce. I see. Tap the screen. Make sure you tap the screen. Okay? Make sure you tap the screen. Make sure you put the like there, man. Make sure you put the like there. See? That's what I'm talking about. Thanks. We want to change the system, man. The education system is so bad. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think about our education system? Do you think it's fine? Or what do you think? Do you think it's fine and we are getting there, or South Africans? So you are from all these that's what we are doing now. You see, the thing is, we produce like incapable people. The system produce people who cannot do anything for themselves. They cannot produce a piece of clothes, a food for themselves, medicine. These are basic things, man. Herero. You know Herero's most? I'm Herero, man. But you said South Africa, Zimbabwe, and Namibia. What do you mean? You are from all these countries. How are you a South African and a Zimbabwean and a Namibian? Oh my days. You got 3 passports. You have citizen in all these 3 countries. Ah, you're dead. Yeah, I have seen this also. I have met this other guy. He's actually from Sim, but now he's here in Namibia. He's also, his father is also from like Botswana or something. He's like Sim, Botswana, and Namibia. So it's like it's mixed up, just like you. Ah, what do you think about the education system, bro? What do you think about the education system? Because it's very concerning to me. Like we're just producing incapable people that are, you know, just sending them out there to the market. But the market is saturated already. It's not, it's not able to take, new people. It's mostly like the system is designed to produce workers. You go to school, you get a job, and maybe you know you start doing your things. You start supporting yourself, start supporting family. You start things like that. But now the system has hit a rock. There's no going forward. That's why we need to tune it some kind of way, or maybe change it completely. That's why I have my system. I actually wrote it here. My system is kind of crazy, you know, mostly focus on necessities, the things that the people need, these necessities. It's unbelievable that we 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 are, you are expected, even you expect yourself at the end of after school or after you're done with education, you are expected to support yourself, to do all these things. Be, hello hello we're expected to do all these things, okay? But the problem is um the school currently, the traditional school system currently, it doesn't focus on necessity, what the people need. The people need food, the people need medicine, the people need water. These are simple things, but it doesn't focus on those things. But you spend like maybe 18 years just doing school, or some people even spend more than that just doing school. But at the end, when you come out, you can't do any of these things, okay? That's why I have put together this is my system right here. We have 4 stages. So stage one have every stage is 4 stages. Every stage has 3 levels: level 1, level 2, level 3. So it's just like but now the stages, it's like we're going to take for example, food production. And the whole system is going to be based on a project. You have to complete a project for you to continue to the next stage. You have to complete the project of that stage for you to complete to movement to the next stage. Okay, so it's going to be like stage 1, stage 2. Stage 1 and stage 2, they are going to be home collaborative projects. So they are going to be done at homes. not at school. No, because we need tangible things at home. We need food at home. We need, all these other things. We need medicine at home. So it's a home collaborative projects that need to be completed for stage 1 and stage 2 for you to move on to the community. Now we have the community stage. Community stage is from stage 3 to stage 4. For community, now for community, I'm talking about the whole community. If you know your area or you are from where, you're going to collaborate with other students who are from there to form a community project that also need to be completed for you to move on to the next stage. So there are going to be a lot of projects. So it's going to be, food projects, medicine, mostly like medicine, transportation, energy projects, housing, and technology. But we don't want to do it separately. We want to integrate everything together. We don't want to do it, you are doing here chemistry and physics. No, we want to do them together. Okay. So let's take the food. Okay, as an example. For stage one, for you to complete stage 1, at least you must plant 20 fruits plants, fruit trees, whatever, at home. This will be regarded as a completion. That's just one project in food, food area, in food industry. So it's going to be clothing, it's going to be medicine. So it's going to be different projects, different, yeah. But for food, stage 1, 20 plants, you move on to the next stage. The next stage, maybe you will 20 plants and you add medicinal plants. Now you also plant medicinal plants, 20 plants of fruits, and you add medicinal plants. If you complete that, and then you move to the next stage, the next stage might be, now because you have 20 plants from these things are not at school, they're at home, so you are taking care of them. You are the kids, whoever is going through this system is going to take care of them. You're going to take care of them from the beginning until they start fruiting. They start giving fruits. These are now your food to eat. Now, because now the system we have is crazy right now. It doesn't do any of these things, but people need food. People need, all these kind of things. It also, in this kind of system, you are going to be trained. You are going to train yourself. You are going to be trained. So, going to be, in food related, it's going to be nurseries. Nurseries where you put a seed and then you take it. It's going to be a nursery. It's going to be those small plants that grows from a seed. And then transplanting is going to be all these kind of different things. That is just one project. That is in food. You can go into vegetables. You can go into other things. Okay. Maybe if you reach stage 4 now is when you innovate. Now we're going to processing now, because you have planted, I don't know, maybe now it's going to be 60 fruit plants. Now you have to process the production that you have done, the production, right? So we are going to have production, increase production, and also innovate. So I just want you to understand that this is just one project in just one category, which is food. In food, let's say, because it's 3 years. Stage one, we have 7 years old, 8 and 9, right? 7 years old. We have No, we have stage 1, which is 7, level 1, level 2, level 3. So 7, 8, 9. And now, let's say maybe level 1, they have to, because they are, these are 7 years old, they are young, and we are going maybe to give them 5 plants to take care of. 5 plants of, of these. Because it's very important to plant earlier these ideas in into the minds of the children. It's very important, or otherwise we are going to be in trouble the same way we are in trouble now. That's why we have to tweak our system or change it completely. So 12 years, when you come at the end of these 12 years, we want you to know that you can plant your own things and produce food. You can, not manufacture, but create for yourself clothing, things that you can put on yourself, leather jacket or leather shoes or leather, because we're going to start with leather and then with leather, and then we progress as we, move into different stages. And then maybe when you reach varsity, it's going to be manufacturing, not just, theoretical, people sitting around in classes. So that is just food production and food production and fruits production, right? Let's move on maybe to medicine. Medicine for stage 1, we are going to say that these are 7 years old and 8, 9. Stage 1. We're not going to be more theoretical than them. They're going to be practical. They're going to produce medicinal plants, or they're going to know which plants it's needed for what. Because we need to start with a foundation. If you just running into pharmaceutical, producing drugs, it's not possible. We need to start with the foundation, and then as we progress, we start introducing new, we go into manufacturing, and as we move on, that's when also we add more technology. Okay. I don't know if you can understand this, because like this whole thing is like it goes, it's on and off the campus. You go to school, let's say maybe for 3 months, you are taught different subjects, different, in food, clothing, medicine, transport, energy. And when you go home, this is where it's going to be a collaborative home project. Your dad, your mother, your whatever, your brothers, they are going to be a collaborative, a family, like a family project. Right now, the school system is not working, man. It's not working. It's just producing a lot of workers. There's no job. Okay. I think maybe in the whole of Africa, the unemployment maybe is beyond 50%, I think. And the population is mostly like young people. 60% is under 30 years old, and they're all unemployed. Why? Because the system is designed that way. It's designed for to produce workers, incompetent people who cannot, produce clothing, cannot produce medicine, who cannot produce anything. But if you start from younger age, and as you progress, you innovate, and because it's going to be, or maybe let's say you start from stage 1, you are only going to look at food and medicine. And when you move to stage 2, Now you add another stage, maybe technology, stage 2. You had technology, now is food, medicine, and technology. And you add stage 3, you add water and maybe housing. Okay, now you are looking at different kind of, different kind of industries, and you are doing it practically as a home project. It's going to be a home based project. It's not going to be at school. At school, you are just going to be there, to be taught and to maybe practice a little bit and then execute your project at home. Because we don't want to leave the home empty. We want to, this is the home base where the food should be, the medicine should be, the water, the air, electricity, all these things. I'm sure these things are very easy, man. You can execute these things, but they're not that difficult. You can do these things. We can do these things, but somehow we're just stubborn, and the government is, I don't know how is it convincing that somebody should spend 12 years doing something. Somebody should spend 12 years doing something, and at the end of that 12 year, you come out with nothing. You literally come out with nothing. You just come out with, here, you just come out with information that you cannot use, you know. You cannot use the difference between the, insect, the part of the insect, the plant, all these things. It's just not useful to anybody in real life. It's not useful. Okay. That's why we need a practical kind of system, a practical educational system that can, execute what the system right now cannot. Let's take the matter of medicine. Medicine is like a necessity. Everybody need medicine. Okay, everybody need medicine, but you for you to know, to be like to understand or to know medicine, you need to go to a medicine school. Because now you are taking the responsibility of somebody. You are putting it into it like a specific specialization. For me to be healthy, I need to go to somebody, and this person is going to, tell me what to take, what to do, what to drink for me to be healthy. I don't know these things myself, and that's the education system that we are in right now. You need to go somewhere for you to be healthy, and you need to go somewhere to get your food. Now, that's crazy. To me, that's crazy. To me, that's crazy. You cannot tell me that my stomach, my responsibility, this stomach, I need to go somewhere. I need to go somewhere for me to get the food, the medicine, all these things. So about even when you move to transportation is like we overlook the basic things that we have here in our continent. Like, there are people who can get on a broomstick, and in the next second they're in a different place. We call this witchcraft because we don't want, it's like it's bad. We cannot study these things. It's witchcraft. But this is a form of transportation. This is a form of transport. You can move from here to a different place. I'm from here in Namibia. You can go to Zimbabwe. In seconds, you are there. But we are told that this is bad. This is the bad. This is the baddest, the craziest thing in the world. You cannot do that. You cannot, you cannot study this. We can leave the witch. Okay, we can leave the witch alone, and then we study the craft. What is the energy that is carrying these people. This is transportation. I'm telling you, you don't need the car to transport like this. You don't need the airplanes. You get on a broomstick. You are from here. You can be in America in a second. Now that you tell me that's crazy. You can tell me that is crazy. Yeah? That is advanced technology right there. But people, they will tell you that that's bad. You don't go close to that. That is a form that's a form of transportation. You're not even going to need cars anymore. Maybe you are going to, but if you study it, you are going to understand it. You know how to transport things from one place to another using those kind of energy. But you are told, no, that's witchcraft. That's witchcraft. Let's leave the witch alone. Okay, leave the witch. Let's study the craft. What is happening at the craft? Because this is the only, it's even us Africans, we are pulling back. But the people, the white people, the Europeans, the Americans, if you ask these witches, who is coming to them to ask for knowledge and to ask how these things work, is these people. These people are going there to them to ask, how do we use this? Huh? But they tell us that no, you must not go there. You must not go there. That is very bad. That is very bad for you. But that's a form of transportation. You can literally move from here. In another second, you are in a different place. Now you are what kind of and you want the cars that are killing the cars are killing here in Namibia. Car accidents. They are beyond like the number of car accidents. The people who dies from car accident. I think we are the highest in the whole of Africa. The highest people who die from car accidents. But that's a form of transportation you trust in. You trust that thing. The cars just transporting. But that's how you are taught to, we are taught out here to think and to. It's crazy. It's crazy. The next thing that I have to go look at also is like housing. Housing is one of those things like now we are moving away from. It's not. The problem is with housing. The way we used to build our houses as Africans, we never carry chance to innovate the way we built our houses. We were just colonized and then we lost our ways and then we follow the European ways. That's how we did. We never explored because we know, like there are people who live in the mountains. It's not in the mountains, in the caves, but around the mountains. And around these places, there are a lot of stones. But never in their life have thought to, use these resources to build houses or to build anything else. Never. The only thing they think about is cement. They need to go buy cement. These things are there. They are free. They are literally, the stones are sitting there. You can build a stable house even better than the cement one. They forget these things. They forget. Because now you have to go buy the cement and build a house. And you're going to get cement and then you add water, you are going to need poles, you are going to need all these things. But with stones, you don't need all those things. You just become an architect and then you build a house. And then from there, you innovate. From there, you innovate. You don't just stay at a stone house. You innovate how to build a better house with stones. But we never. you know, you innovate from there. Even with the mud houses you build with sand. The people in Europe are using sand to build houses. As we are moving, we are running away from building houses. You are literally building houses with sand. You are putting sand into, you know, into these bags. They call it earth bags. And then they build these crazy, beautiful houses. As we are moving away from those houses, and them, they are stealing the things that we used to do. They are using them now as we are running away. But we never get a chance to innovate on how to build a sand house that can be stable. You know, maybe you can add other things. You can add other things together, and then maybe the material will be durable, and then you can build further. But never. We are running away. We are running away. We are running to iron sheet. Iron sheet and cement. Iron sheet. You cannot even during the day. You cannot sit in an iron sheet house. You will burn. You will be roasted. Okay. But we left the house. The sand house. The sand house is during winter. It's warm. During summer, it's cold inside. But we ran away. We ran away because we're taught that these things are not primitive. They are primitive things. But now they are using it. They're even building these houses that are like the round houses. They are building them in Europe. They are building those small villages as we are running away from those things. When you see that, now who is fooling who? Somebody is fooling us here. They are telling you these things are wrong, and they are using those things the same way that you were using them before, just in a different place. But for us, it's like, I don't know, maybe normal or clothing. Let's talk about clothing. Clothing, this one. It's like, when you go through school, the only thing, so for you to buy food, and clothes and to put the roof over your head, you need to go through school. That's what they say. Through the school for you to get those things. You go through school and then for you to get those things. But in school, they don't teach these things, which are the most important things in life. Everybody needs these things, food, clothes, but in school here, during school time, they don't teach these things. They make sure they teach you to become a worker, for you to work your every single day. But they never teach you the necessary things that you need. They just want you to go get a job, which is they want you to get a job, and then maybe you can afford the house, food and clothes. But these food, clothes, these are easy. They are easy things to produce. The most expensive clothes right now is leather. A piece of leather, a skin of an animal. And you are telling me schools, which way you can get, knowledge, and they say that's where you will get knowledge. You are not able to produce individuals that can produce these pieces of clothes from the leather. You can wear leather shoes, leather, jacket, leather pants, leather hat. But no, they want you to make sure they make sure that they teach you to become a worker, you get a job, so you buy these things. But they never teach you how to make these things for yourself. This is what this system does. The new system, alright? I think I need to talk more about the system, the new system, more and more and more and more. Oh, but we got one. Yeah, we got a watcher here. We got a watcher here. Oh, I think in 10 minutes I'll end the stream. 10 minutes. We are at 50 minutes now. We are in for 50 minutes. No, I think as Africans we need to move away from the current school system, because most of the at the younger age, this is when the brain is just absorbing, it's just taking in. Okay, the brain is just taking in, taking in, taking in. This is the best time to teach the young ones how to produce food, clothes, and medicine. Transportation, these things are very easy. When it comes to medicine, like you can look at medicinal plants, okay? And you don't need the synthesized drugs, the pills, the what. There's medicinal plants, and there is also mind healing. You literally use your mind to heal the body. These are some of the, when you look at it, like these are doable things. They are doable things. You can do these things, but for you to do these things, that means you need to like distract the whole system that is built on top of this working, the working environment. You have to work. For you to teach somebody, if you teach somebody, if they can make a piece of clothes, you think they are going to get a job? And you teach somebody how to produce their own food, you think you're going to get a job? Never. You teach somebody to produce food, to produce medicine, to take care of themselves with this medicine, to produce a piece of clothes, and then, to put the roof over their head. You teach somebody these things, just know the current system will collapse into pieces. So it's not possible. That's not possible. For them, it's not possible, but as the youth, we can do these things. As the youth, we can do these things with, even with closed eyes. It's not that difficult, because we know if we do these things, I'm sure of it, because if we have everyone, like if we have everyone in this stage, like they can produce their own food, they can, their own clothes, they can do this, and then they can innovate on top of that. They can innovate. We can build the next Egypt. The ancient Egypt, the pyramids, we'll build them here. We'll build them again, the new civilization, we'll build them again, if we can reach that kind of level. But while we are in this system, the westernized system, we will never go, and we're not going anywhere. People think that we are, the same as Westerns. We are not the same. We are completely we are completely different. We just happen to look maybe the same, or we are upright, but we are completely different. We are not the same, and we don't perceive the environment the same. This is one of the examples. So when I'm looking at this camera right now, I can see my eye, I can see this peripheral, I can see over here, I can see over there, I can see over there, I can see over there. So my vision is like that. But some people visions are like this. They cannot see what I can see. So that's the difference. That's one of the difference. The white people, some of them, they just see here. They cannot see other things. They can just see here. That's the difference. We are not the same. So Western systems, they will not work for us to develop or to advance. They will work here to enslave us. That's the one I will tell you. Even you can build the most beautiful cities here with these Western systems. We're just enslaving ourselves. It's no like advancement or development until we come to that, kind of thinking. It will just be in the same cycle over and over. Over and over, we are just doing the same cycle. Okay. I think we come to an end of this episode. I think in this episode, in the tomorrow, next episode tomorrow. I don't know if it's going to be like it's going to be it's going to be the same time, but going to be goddamn spice, man, spice. So thank you for you guys, for watching, and make sure you tap the screen, tap the screen like this, and then you put the like there. Put the like there. One of the things that is keeping us behind is our education system. It's keeping us behind, very behind. It's keeping us behind, and it's on purpose. Even the leaders, they know. Even the African leaders, they know. But they know that these systems, they are no good. But they want for democracy in the government to work, they need to move through with the Western system, because that's how you collect the taxes, do all these things. That's how you do it. But the moment you teach the people how to produce their own food, their own clothes, medicine, transportation, housing, you are going to lose them. They are not going to, follow you to get a job, or because they already know what they want. What they want is already taught to them. They don't need to wait until 25 years. It's like Christianity. That's what the Christianity do. You must not care about what during this lifetime. You must not care, because in heaven you get everything. This is what Christianity do. You must not care about whatever is happening here in your life here, because in heaven, when you go to heaven, you get all the things you. Oh my God! Whoever went there and came back and told you that there is everything there? Whoever? Who? Even if you go there, the bread, are you going to eat the bread with which body? Which body? The body you left it here. You left the body here. Now you go there. The bread is there. You can't eat it. So what's the matter? Be here full time. Forget about those places. If you get there, you tell them, I'm here now, open, if there is one. Okay. I think we are almost there. Almost there. And I appreciate the guy, the only person who's watching right now. Appreciation. Okay, appreciation. In about 2 minutes, we're going to end the stream. In about 2 or 10 minutes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have reached an hour, bro. That's it. I'm out. Peace out, bro. Top fan. Top fan. You are top fan. Yeah, top fan. You. Yeah. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out.